This episode of Comics for Fun and Profit is brought to you by Repeats. You know what I'm talking about. Those podcasts that take a week off, slip in an old episode. Think you're not going to notice. Think they planned it like they planned it the whole time. Like, oh, we're just celebrating this old stuff that we used to do. Isn't it great? Look how far we've come. Or weren't we better then? Type of sentiment. You begrudgingly roll your eyes like, all right, I'm going to give you this one. Give you this one freebie. But after that, back to the new stuff, bro. You aren't fooling anybody with your rehashed, lukewarm, leftover episodes from pre-COVID. World was a different place back then. We don't want to hear about that crap. Anyway, enjoy our flashback rewind from Comics for Fun and Profit. If Stabbitty Bunny is a $20 book, I'll eat my hat.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 436 for comics. Coming out on, when are they coming out, Drew? They are coming out on
31st.
January 24th. You have jumped us a week, Drew. These will be coming out Wednesday, January 24th, 2018. But before we get into what's coming out in the world of comics, hopefully, if Drew did it correctly, you should have heard a little bumper of Drew talking smack about one of my picks from a few weeks ago in Stabbitty Bunny #1. Talking about how it wasn't going to do nothing.
I said, yeah, okay. Well, I said if it hits $20, I'll eat my hat.
Yeah.
And it's not $20 yet, but I have the hat ready just in case.
It is way up. And we hit great on last week, too. I mean, we talked about Ice Cream Man #1. It blew out. Cover A selling for $12. Sets of cover A and B selling for around 20. Kyle's rule of selling rings true. The cover A seems to be selling for just a skosh more, but I actually saw a couple instances where B was selling for more in that one.
Yep.
We also talked about Call of the Suicide Forest #1. Sure enough, that thing was tough to find. People had that Suicide Forest thing on their mind, so it, of course, shot up quite a bit. So another good one for us on that one. So not to toot our own horn, but there's a couple instances recently where we hit pretty good in the last few weeks, and it's good and fun stuff. And if you happen to have been a super, super early adopter to Stabbitty Bunny in its independent pressing days, I just saw a set of 1 through 5. The only set of 1 through 5 possibly in existence sell for $1,400 on eBay the other day. So,
wow.
Come on now.
That's crazy.
So, Drew, other than the Stabbitty Bunnies and the Suicide Forests and the Ice Cream Men and all that fun stuff, what else is going on in the wonderful world of comics this week?
Well, it is your last chance to get the Comic for Fun and Profit Spec Pick of the Month through Cowabunga Comics. It is Lucy Dreaming #1. Bloom Studios. If you need an LCS, we highly recommend Cowabunga Comics, and you can reach them directly at orders at Cowabunga Comics, and it's Cowabunga Comics with a K. Cowabungacomics.com, I'm sorry. And you can just you can find them on the web and reach them that way, and give them a call if you want. The old-fashioned way, however you want to do it.
There you go.
We got some interesting information. Dan Slott is stepping down from Spider-Man, as we've talked about recently. I'm excited about it. You love Slott, but I'm excited about
the highs were so high, man. Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah, they
will
were great.
Stay with me for the rest of my life as one of my favorite Spider-Man runs of all time.
And you do realize that was 2013.
Yes, shut up. I realized that was 2013. Also, the poor man's Tony Stark run will go as, next to the Clone Saga, one of the worst Spider-Man runs of my life.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
So the highs were highs and the lows were lows, but man, I really like Slott.
Yep.
So I'm excited for the new.
Yeah, so he's going to move over to Iron Man. I have mixed feelings because I think Iron Man was really working well, with Bendis.
Uh-huh.
So I'm curious about how that's going to go. I'm sure he'll do fine. Yeah, I kind of liked his Slott did Silver Surfer, and I like that. So I'm thinking he'll do fine. Yeah. He's a pro. He's a pro, and it'll be something new, and he'll be able to do as soon as was Spider-Man hitting 800? Is that the next milestone for Spider-Man? So he'll get through that and then move over to Iron Man, I'm guessing. Kelly Thompson, who is the writer for Hawkeye, which is soon to be ending, and she also does like a Gambit book, Rogue and Gambit book. Mm-hmm. She got locked up with Marvel as an exclusive with an exclusive deal, so she won't be doing anything for anybody else. I was kind of hoping that there would be a something in her future as far as a creator-owned book or something an Image maybe that she might put together. So I shot her a quick congratulations note and asked, does this mean no creator-owned series in the near future? She says, thank you, and no, there are still a few non-Marvel things that will be happening, including stuff already on my calendar. So stuff right on the coming up around the corner.
Very cool.
So for fans of Hawkeye or Kelly Thompson, we're not only going to get more Marvel stuff, but we're also going to get some fun other comic publisher stuff too. So keep your eye out for that. Marvel sent us a little information about the Hunt for Wolverine series that's coming up in April. This is Logan is back, the world's worst kept secret. He was, I can't believe when he died that he was actually came back. But
he was gone for 3 years. Like, again, I'll say it. I never thought they'd let it rock that long. And wow. Yeah.
So we saw the adamantium statue broken in half in Legacy, and we've seen him on splash pages of Marvel books at the end. And single pages of him in the periphery looking for other characters and not quite crossing paths with them. So that's been fun little teases. This is going to be written by Charles Soule. Don't know how I feel about that.
You say that, but you've had some good Soule lately.
What did I like by him?
I can't remember. There's a couple things. I'm trying to think. Star Wars. We had to give credit for a couple things.
There was a Star Wars that I think I liked. Yeah. And then the art's by David Marquez, who does the Defenders, which is kind of a cool style that I like. So the Hunt for Wolverine's coming in April from Marvel. Could be good stuff. For all of us that sell comics, Speckers, the United States Postal Service is increasing their shipping costs on the 21st. Some of these rates are small. First class package average price was $364, is going to move to $405. Priority mail was $10.40, now moves to $10.53. Priority mail is $31, moves to $32.34. That's Priority Mail Express. I'm sorry. And then first class package international, if you ship any of that, is moving from $16 to $17.25. So some increases that you're going to have to either absorb yourself or pass on to your customers. Mm-hmm. If you use the eBay interface, some of these changes are going to be minimized a little for you because their discounts will kind of eat some of those away, and you'll be okay. But you're still going to eat some of it. And some of them are kind of big. So, but if you do like Stamps.com and you're selling them a different way, not through eBay, you're going to feel the full brunt of all these changes. So those go into effect on the 21st. You're going to hear this on the 20th. So tomorrow, after you hear this,
won't be sending anything on Sunday, but Monday morning, just know that prices will be going up.
Yeah, and if you ever had to send something Priority Mail Express International, it was $67.18 and is now $70, close to $70. I will never send anything Priority Mail Express International, I hope, because that's a big dollar amount. Crazy stuff. Let's see. We have full Comic-Con numbers, I believe, correct?
Full Comic-Con number. So we're going to look at see what December shook out. See how we ended for that last month of 2017. So Drew, we've got Comic-Con numbers, and then we got other people. We got over on the comic book page, we got a version of it as well. So I think it looks like I was correct.
Yes, you win. It was the top 3 were over 100K, and I said top 2. So you win again. So Stabbitty plus this, you should just kind of
2018. I'm retiring tomorrow.
You got any lottery numbers that you're feeling lucky about?
That's
you
right.
Want to pass on?
There you go.
So yeah, Doomsday Clock number 2 tops the list at 158,000. 600. Is that a big drop from
technically going up, but not really going up?
Because it was really 230,
multiple covers,
260.
Yeah, with the 2 different SKUs put together on the previous one.
Then we have Dark Knight's Metal 4 that sold 152,000, very strong. The debut of Phoenix Resurrection, Return of Jean Grey, does 145,000. That's a pretty healthy number.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I guess it had a 1 in 1,000, 1 in 2,000.
Yeah, all those art germ covers.
So really big variant tiers for that I didn't quite factor in, but still I wouldn't have anticipated it as well. And Batman 36 and 37 sell
no longer over 100 consistently, but still hanging steady.
No, it might be dropping below 80 pretty soon. I'm worried now. It's 94,000 to 92,000. So in theory, by 30, let's see, 38, 39. By 39 next month in January sales, they should be in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Is that cause for concern?
No. Because you still got your medals and everything. I mean, if there wasn't, I'm sure there's a little bit of Batman fatigue causing some of it, so it happens.
I hope not. I hope not, because I think it's working on a really high level, and so I hope that it doesn't get any ill will that causes Tom King to pop off of it before he's done. Because I think he's got a lot of good stuff to say. Batman White Knight, my favorite on this list, is 72,000 for its 3rd issue. Doing quite well. That Venom Inc. Alpha thing, 69,000. First issue of Marvel 2-in-1 only did 66,000. It was really good. I'm surprised it didn't do a little better.
Nobody cares about the Fantastic Four.
That's not true. A lot of us do.
Only 66,000 of you do.
Well, it's only half of them, so if there were all 4 of them, it'd be double that.
And half of those were Chip Zdarsky fans.
Okay. Stop singing.
Sorry.
Aquaman Found, which was the number 1 reordered comic, sold 64,000. Very surprising number for me. An Amazing 792, 61.9. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's got a way. It's got a little bit of ways to go. We were talking about 800 coming up in the Slott stuff, so it's closer than I thought it was.
Yeah. It's got. Is it? It's twice
double
a
shipped.
month.
I was gonna say
it's
there's
twice a month.
792, 793 down there.
So 3-4 months.
Yep. Star Wars still going up. We talked about it making a jump earlier, so good things for that title.
Yeah.
And on The Walking Dead, this will be our last $2.99 issue.
Yeah.
So next month,
we'll see.
Yeah.
This one sold 61,000. We'll see what happens with the price jump, if it affects it at all.
If people are dumb like us and just kept plugging along, or if anybody jumped off.
Any big increases over the previous month that can't be explained away easily?
Weapon X 12 jumped 35%. Man, Captain America bombed. Or no, that's... Yeah. have to do some research on Captain America 696 and why that one tanked. I think the other one was a tie-in or something. Super Sons with a good bump to it. Venom 159 was a huge bump, up 50% from its previous month.
Why is that? Any idea?
I think that was a really cool cut. There was something going on there. I can't remember. I can start writing this stuff down.
Any huge delayed comics?
Nah, everything was just
everything sold on time.
A week or two popped out. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. I'm looking at Action Lab. Jupiter Jet did 26-28. Hasn't really captured the imagination of the world, I guess. So I haven't seen a big spike in any of that. Aftershocks #1, Justin Jordan #1, Backways, 6,200 issues of that sold. I wasn't thrilled with it. It was okay.
Did we figure, is Black Bolt canceled or is Black Bolt staying?
It's still around. It was new. It was Secret Warriors that was ending.
Because Black Bolt 8 at rank 86 at 23,608, up 81% from the 13,000 copies from the previous month on that one.
Cool. So, that is good.
Same thing with Hawkeye below it, issue 13 up 92%. So it looks like some weird inflations there.
Yeah, that's it's already been announced that it's canceled. So keep buying it. Make Marvel look stupid.
Same thing. If you look at Unbeatable Squirrel Girl 27, 22,412. Issue 26 was only 10,000, so up 124% on 27.
Huh. Yeah. Something's going on.
Yeah.
Something's there. We're missing some kind of incentive tier or something.
Yeah.
Let's see. I said back. Oh, Monstro Mechanica sold 5,000 copies from Aftershock. Its first issue.
That's good for them.
That's pretty good. We'll see if it continues to maintain a audience. Eternal Thirst of Dracula from American Mythology Comics did 1,300. That's a very small print run there.
I wonder if some of these Marvel pop arounds did they have split lenticulars and stuff for the previous month, and now they're going back to one book style.
Yep, that's probably exactly right. Good call.
Because just the happened. Numbers weren't jiving with me. I'm like, something's going on here, but it looks. I think those ones
were there lenticulars different prices.
Yeah, of course. Marvel's going to get an extra $1 if they can. What are you thinking?
Okay, I didn't know. I thought they just had. Yeah, you're probably right. Let's see, Archie's debut of Mighty Crusaders from their Red Circle or Dark Circle. I get them confused. Imprint sold 3,000 for the first issue. Not lighting the world on fire there. Let's see. Grave Trancers from Black Mask did 3,400 copies. See how that one holds up.
Remember good movement on that Witchblade series, that Image #1 Witchblade?
Yeah, I was really sleeping on that one too.
Yeah, only 14,000 copies of that one, so a good thing. We talked a lot about the Doomsday Clock, the second print of issue 1. Second print of issue 1, 15,000.
Okay.
Same thing with Batman Who Laughs. 12,922 on the second print of Batman Who Laughs #1. And then
that's a good number, right?
Third. I'm really intrigued by the third print because I think the third print was the sketch one that I liked as much as I did.
Yeah. Something else that you really liked was Judas from Boom. That first issue sold 6,671 copies.
That's low. I like it. I like it a lot.
Pretty good for a Boom book, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see.
Batman White Knight #1 second print, almost 8,000 for that. And same thing for Batman White Knight number 2, 7,272 on the second print of that one.
The John Wick from Dynamite, its debut issue did 3,400 copies. 30 Days of Night from IDW, almost 10,000. Zombies, man.
Yeah.
Assassinistas from IDW, the first issue, did 7,200. That wasn't a bad first issue. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Image's first issue of Paradiso did 10,000.
Which one was that one?
I'm trying to think what Paradiso was. I know I read it, but it must not have left a lasting impression.
Yeah.
Paradiso. Let me open this up. See what it says. Paradiso. It shows me a cover. Well, yeah, it was written by Ram V. Pramanik. It's still on for cover, by the way. Still. Let's see, the relaunch of Rumble for its first issue, 9,800.
There you
go. Sleepless, its first issue from Image, 9,500. Bonehead, its first issue from Image, 7,300. Bonehead was like a parkour.
He looked like Casey Jones almost.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. The Image first Walking Dead sold another 2,100 copies. Man, crazy. The first issue of Realm, that must be reorder activity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of weird reorder activity for stuff popping up here that I thought was DOA, and it's popping back up.
Yeah.
By now, what printing of Star Wars #1 from 2015 do you think we're on? But we have another 1,000 on reorder activity here at rank 446.
Why would you want that at this point?
I don't know. I know people that like legit want every single reprint cover of that kind of thing.
Yeah, you get a Star Wars completist, I guess.
Yeah.
Chasing Hitler's second issue from Red 5. I don't know if you read that series.
I have the first one sitting here, but I did not read it.
It says it sold 915 copies. Is that
That's
is
low.
that is that a reorder activity, or is that total sales?
Oh, no.
That's tiny. That is so tiny. From Titan Under, which is a $5.99 book, sold 27.31. And Millennium Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest from Titan sold 2,500. Sadly, that seems to be their sweet spot.
Wah wah.
The relaunch of Quantum and Woody from Valiant, that first issue did almost 30,000 copies, 29.5, was really good.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Yeah, good for them. And then it looks like we have reorder activity on, is it Ninjak or Ninja K?
Ninja K.
Okay, so Ninja K does another 695 copies.
Rank 97, brother. Moon Knight.
How's he doing?
190, 22,064. Only 1,000 people decided Moon Knight's not worth sticking with.
It's down to 22,000 already?
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna get to issue 200?
It is, and then it's gonna restart again.
Or just go away?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, that's it. We tried, and that is that.
Yeah. But I mean, that's no accounting for taste, because like right below that's Punisher Platoon issue 4 at 21,000. So,
which is also really good.
Yeah, really good stuff there.
Yeah, that's about all I had there. Do you have anything else that jumped out at you?
Yeah, pretty much it. A lot of scuttlebutt over the holiday special for DC. That $10 one shot, just under 20,000 for that one. So, That one should keep a little bit of a higher price on that one, just because there's not a ton of them out there.
Oh, I forgot to put this on the rundown for you, but it is order time for previews. Can we run down our some of our standout picks
Sure.
from our order?
I don't have, my stuff is upstairs, so if you just chirp something out, I'll talk about it.
Okay. Big Goose Egg from Dark Horse.
Yeah. And on that note, a buddy and I were talking about Dark Horse, and we talked about how things are leaving it. Marvel acquired Fox, correct?
Yes.
So
Disney required.
I'm sorry. Yes,
Fox.
Disney acquired Fox. I believe Fox owns the Aliens and the Predator franchises currently with Dark Horse.
Yes.
So those probably won't be renewing contracts with Dark Horse.
True.
So there is frigging going to be nothing left.
Yes. You are correct. and it'll still be the first thing in the catalog.
Yes, it'll be there. You
All
want
right.
any of these 11 books? Nope. All right. Turn the page.
Turn that page. Shade the Changing Woman. I am getting that because it is the only Young Animal imprint book that I'm still reading, and so they're re-voluming it as Shade the Changing Woman. They're kind of redoing a lot of their.
So
their
Shade
stuff.
the Changing Girl has become a woman now?
Yes.
You went through the Shade the Changing teenage years and all that stuff?
Yeah, I took a flyer on Action Comics $9.99.
Ah.
Knowing that 1000 is coming up, perhaps there's some kind of cool thing happening in 1000, and maybe they set the table in $9.99. I'm not sure.
There you go.
Of course, both Batman 42 and 43, and of course, Batman White Knight. You can't go wrong with those.
No.
You're doing the Ninja Turtles series. You're going to finish that, and you're gonna flip that as a complete set A and B, or you're going to break it up into A set, B set.
I may continue. I may keep the Eastman set for myself and sell the cover A's.
Okay,
Just depending.
That's cool.
We shall see.
That's interesting. Of course. Now, as you do your Nightwing run, you're doing A's and B's of the complete run.
Correct.
Do you do that until it gets canceled and then sell it, or do you get to a nice round number like 50 and then sell, or 40 and sell 1 through 40 as a set?
New 52 was a completionist set. I just did everything there was.
And you just kept them?
No, I sold it. I sold it as a full run.
A full run of everything that the New 52 contained.
Yep.
So that would be your plan again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got great money out of it too.
You did really well. Of course, you're still hot on the Art Germ cover Bs for Supergirl.
Did you see that one? It's gorgeous.
No, I didn't. I jumped off. I think I'm done with that.
Yeah.
I haven't even sold any of mine, so maybe if I sell all mine and they sell easy, I'll jump back on.
There you go.
Let's see. One of the things I'm picking up is Star Wars Adventures 8. Friend of Cowabunga, Wisconsinite. He writes Oddly Normal.
Oh, was that one? Okay.
Yeah. Tell me the guy's name. I'm losing it.
Otis Frampton.
Otis Frampton is doing the backup feature, and the backup feature features Jawas, and this is based on a pitch of his that he wanted to do a Jawas comic, and so their first appearance, if it becomes a series, will be. I guess we'll probably be back in Return of the Jedi or whatever movie that was. But a first appearance of this iteration of them would be in this Star Wars Adventures 8. I hope it catches fire and people want more of his stuff, and so he gets his own series. It looks like these Star Wars Adventures are doing well for IDW, so that's quite possible. From Image, Gideon Falls. I am breaking Kyle's rule and just getting the B cover because it's Jeff Lemire doing it.
There you go.
It's his book. I like him, and I like when he does art as well. We go heavy into Oblivion Song.
Might as well. There's no reason not to.
Kirkman and Dave Felici. Half a dozen copies or so. We did not get the $200 collector's edition.
No.
I know you were tempted.
Only because there was no discount. I ain't paying full boat.
No discount on that collector's edition, so we just passed. If it would have been like $198, we might have pulled the trigger.
Yeah, you know.
Both of us were excited about Dry Country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that ring a bell?
Nope.
I can't remember what it was about either.
Can't remember off the top of my head.
Both of us were excited about Infidel.
Yeah, that looked pretty rad. I remember
Cover A and B.
Yeah, I wanted both covers of that. Those were very striking covers.
Prism Stalker was one that caught our eye from Image as well. That's another first issue. We went heavy. I went heavier than you on Saga's 50th issue.
Yeah, I didn't know if that'd be anything special or not.
It might not be. And
it doesn't seem to fall. It doesn't fall on their trade break or anything, so I didn't think. But
it is a nice round number.
Yep.
It's 50. It's a big number to get to an independent comic nowadays. Might be extra sized. Might have some extra stuff in it. Might have a turning point in the series. I don't know. I took a flyer and doubled my order. So,
and we know from Walking Dead 50 and Walking Dead 75. Well, that's really what Kirkman does. Yeah. I was going to say sometimes they do these round numbers. They do nifty incentivized things, but that's more of a Kirkman thing now that I think about it.
Now, something that Image is doing, they're doing cover B's and C's on some titles that are called Virgin Wraparounds. I'm not. I couldn't find any literature on what this was and what the deal was. I couldn't find any pictures of them. I didn't look that hard, but I looked a little bit hard and I asked around. So
Virgin means there'll be no title on it. It'll just be the art, and wraparound means that'll be a wide frame that goes all the way from front to back.
Is that what that means?
Yep.
Well, why didn't you answer me when I asked?
You asked if he'd seen them, and he said no. You didn't ask what virgin or wraparound means.
I said, "What? Do you have any info on what this is?"
Oh yeah, virgin means that so it will not say Walking Dead. It won't say titles. It won't say anything. It'll just be art.
Okay.
And wraparound just means if you were to fold it and lay it out, it will be all art.
Fantastic. Okay, so I moved some of my titles that I was normally getting to the cover C's just to check it out, see what it looked like.
No reason not to.
And I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was something I should expand my order and pick up virgin versions of things that I don't normally get. But now that you explain it to me, I don't think I do. I don't think I need to get this.
I mean, it just depends. It depends on if the artist is like, cool, I have a whole big canvas to do something with. I'm going to do something special. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
You're getting
just another gimmick. Yeah.
You're getting A and B of Fairyland, but not getting the virgin wraparound.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So yeah, so keep your eye out for those. If you're like Kyle and you have to have A's, that's fine. But if you're just looking for cool covers, you might want to take a look at the Virgin Wraparounds just to kind of mix it up. And they could be sought after. I don't know.
Absolutely.
It's really low key, not a lot of hype. No press releases from Image about them. So it's just kind of just putting it out there. Interesting. We've got, let's see, Sex Criminals XXX version, which we are all in on. We've not missed one of these, I don't think.
Correct. We've got our pile of deviousness there, and we've continued to have it. And
this is by Marguerite Sauvage, who does a lot of work on the DC Bombshells stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know what else she does. But if you're a con goer and you like Artist Alley and talking to creators it's fun to give them their Triple X book and have them sign it because they usually have fun with it.
Absolutely.
So those are nice to have for that, and pretty much that's the only reason. I don't think they blow up in price.
No. Although I have quite the Sex Criminals collection, my goodness, because I've been ordering cover A of everything since inception on that. And then on the Triple X, I order 2 copies, one that I open and one that I leave in the poly bag.
Interesting. You still do that?
Still do that because I am nothing if not a creature of habit.
True. Now tell us about Walking Dead 177. We have the introduction of a new character. It's Officer Grover or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Anything that even remotely leads to a new character gets an additional issue or 2 for me.
Yeah, so part of that New World Order storyline, fully armored cover. The dude looks bad. It's really cool. And so could be just another nobody. Could be somebody that stands out and makes an impression on both the series and the TV version as well.
Yep. Worst case scenario, it will still get you money.
It's still Walking Dead.
Yep.
Walking Dead is like buying gold during the Depression.
I like to think of it as the Bitcoin of the comic world. No.
Oh gosh. I was intrigued by Mighty Thor 705. This is the final Death of Thor issue. I really don't know where.
Sure, it is.
I'm assuming it is. It says it's part 6. I think that's the end of it. And there's an art germ variant. So I went ahead and picked that up as well as the cover A.
Did not know that. I paid no attention to that. Crap.
Well, we know a guy. If you want to add that to the list,
Story.
I'm sure he'll let you do that. Picked up a Weapon H #1, but just did cover A this time. I was tempted by the trading card variant and the Wolverine homage variant, but didn't pull the trigger.
Man, what is that Tom Taylor book that he's writing for Marvel with X-Men Red or whatever it is?
Oh yeah,
man, there was I can't remember where it was from, but a book through one of those independent publishers or those limited run art series came up or whatever. Oh, yeah. It was so good, and it blew out in like 5 minutes. I missed the boat on it. Can't remember what it was, but man, it was gorgeous.
And now I went heavy on True Believers version of Venom versus Spider-Man #1,
of course
which is the Amazing 300 cover, and my Amazing 300 is no longer here, as everybody knows and likes to let me know about. So I've got backups now, so I have facsimiles that I can slap up and look at longingly, and who knows? It might be as sought after someday, as half as sought after as Amazing 300. Who knows?
There you go.
I did get the final issue of Jessica Jones by Brian Michael Bendis. The series will continue, but it won't be with Bendis. Kind of see what he does to Purple Man. I'm guessing he's going to kill the Purple Man off in that issue.
Yes.
And it could be a death but maybe he won't. Maybe he'll put the toys all back in the box and for the next people. Of course, Moon Knight 193, just gorgeous cover. I picked up a Cable 155 Kirkham New Mutants variant. I like the look of Tyler Kirkham's art, and it's that New Mutants homage of the first issue of New Mutants. So I kind of thought that'd be the one to snag. I didn't like the rest of them as well. Let's see. As we get into Aftershock, we're interested in Betrothed, its first issue, as well as the the second issue of Cold War. That's you. You're going to continue on that series. It looks
Yeah,
like.
I'm gonna at least grab the first 3 or 4.
Yeah. Of course, I'm all in on Alterna. And there's a couple
Sure
there's a couple of new titles this month. Tinseltown #1, which is it reminds me of the Fade Out when I read this solicit. Hollywood crime noir. There's a female cop investigating murder in old Hollywood. So I think this has a chance to actually maybe get some traction in the marketplace, I'd hope. And there's also one called Zero Jumper. Its first issue. Both of them around $1 after discount, or $1.50 if you're paying full boat. Vampironica's first issue from Archie is in the vein of Jughead the Hunger, and Afterlife with Archie. So this is a Veronica as a vampire thing, and I went cover A in honor of you, Kyle.
Probably not a bad call on your part.
Also did a flyer on a couple of these Journey Primer one-shots from Aspen for 25 cents. Yeah, you can't beat that.
I had one on there, and I took it off at the last second.
And then Almighty Avatar has graced me with a new Crossed comic. Cross plus 100 Mimic #1. There's tons of versions of these. I like the looks of cover A. I didn't see a wraparound cover this time, so I didn't go with that. It's $6, so I'm hoping it's oversized. Your discounts may vary, but really glad to see it back and in all its deviant stuff that it comes with. So Avatar is alive again. Now Black Mask is doing Breathless #1, and Billionaire Killers #1.
Yeah,
along with the second issues Come Into Me and Wilds.
Billionaire Killers seemed a lot like that Image book that the 1% Killer.
Yeah,
book that they had.
Yeah, you like that.
Renato Jones or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But Billionaire Killers looked pretty rad, and I thought for Black Mask I'd give it a try. It's your boy from Cal Exit and Young Terrorists, so we shall see.
Which I like both of those, so good stuff. Yep. And of course we've got I went heavy on Lucy Dreaming, our Comics for Fun and Profit pick from Max Bemis and Boom Studios. Its first issue. You're finishing up Judas #4.
Yes, I almost missed that one. Yes.
Yeah, so that'll be a full set, and you'll sit on it or you'll flip it.
I don't know on that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it and see. It will be a read it and see. Do you see the remember when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers first came out with its issue 1 from Kyle Higgins, and there was all the different covers. Now they're polybagging them and randomizing them completely on this one. So now we have 6 assorted main covers, all polybagged. So they're really wanting you to go all crazy, looking for your specific helmets and your specific characters, and to make your sets. They're really wanting to drive you up the wall.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Dynamic Forces March Madness starter set.
I thought this looked pretty cool. I don't think they've ever done this before. So I don't order much from Dynamic Forces. It's usually too expensive, and who cares? But for this Dynamic Forces March Madness starter set, one randomly chosen Dynamic Forces exclusive edition comic, plus one randomly chosen ultra rare limited edition comic, randomly placed for $30. Normal price $100.
Oh, okay.
So I thought maybe I'll get lucky and get something pretty dope. If I get something stupid, I'll throw it right up, see if I can recoup my money, and we'll see. Because I like those kind of things, and they usually have a pretty good eye for things. I rarely see something exclusive Dynamic Forces that's ugly. So
Gotcha.
We'll see. Yeah. And at $30, it's not that big of a swing.
Yeah. From Oni, we're looking at Ballad of Sang, #1. We're both kind of interested in that one.
It was cool looking. Let me find it real quick. Elimin Oni. It just kind of a samurai feel to it almost, just with that
cool.
katana in the background. And kidnapped off the streets of the Philippines as an infant and trained as a child assassin. I mean, you got me there. That's enough for me to buy a book right there.
Child Assassin, yeah. Gotta love that.
Ed Brisson doing the writing.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, Brisson's the man.
Yep.
From Red 5, it's sole entry in the month of January's previews is Fractured Mind #1. So I'm picking up one of those. Scout Comics offering Welcome to Paradise #1. That looked good. I'm picking that up. Let's see, from Titan, a little something called Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves is a video game coming out here soon.
Gotcha.
Exclusive to Microsoft, made by the Rare team.
Okay.
So I think I clicked it wrong. But it's essentially about a fun pirate gang. You play as 4 players working together, essentially sailing your ship around. Everybody has an instrument. You can choose to just drink rum and play your instruments, or you can take down other ships, or you can search for, you can land on an island and search for buried treasure, but be careful, someone can take your ship while you're not there. But I wanted to hear a little bit more about the story, so there was a couple neat little things I wanted to look at through that.
Okay, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's all for our previews catalog picks. Doesn't look like they're going to make it in the show notes this time, but maybe in February.
There you go.
We'll see how we can. We'll get to it one of these days. We'll figure this out.
We're a work in progress.
Yeah, before we get to episode 500, we will try to figure out how to get a little value add.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. You ready for sneak peek?
Yeah, let's head on over to previewsworld.com. Let's find upcoming releases, new releases. Let's find January 24th, 2018. Of course, the 4th week of 5 total release weeks in the month of January. And Drew, let's start where it's never really a good time to start, but let's just do it anyways. It's Dark Horse. There's Vinegar Teeth #1, Drew.
Yep. This is one that I ordered. So
while we're talking smack, we do have something here.
We do have something, and it's written by Damon Gentry with art by Troy Nixie. I have 1 or 2 of these coming. As a human being, Artie Buckle is a grade A schmuck, but he's a pretty damn fine cop. Good thing, because Brick City is under siege from its citizenry, and only an unlikely partnership with a mysterious, tentacled, extra-dimensional being can put an end to the escalating crime problem. So, kind of cool. Sounds good to me. It's a genre mashup: horror, humor, crime, and science fiction. $3.99 book.
Weird title, but perhaps.
Weird title, definitely.
All right, Drew, let's head on out to DC and let's look at some Killer Bees.
Killer Bees? What do you mean?
Cover Bees.
Oh, Cover Bees. I thought you said Killer Bees. Like,
I did. That's what I call them.
That's what you call them.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think that's. I did not come up with that.
I think that's pretty good, though. Once
a lot of these.
Explain it to me.
There you go. A lot of these Batman Lost, Dawnbreaker, Drown, Merciless, Murder Machine, Red Death, all going to multiple printings, continuing to. So that's awesome.
Yeah, for those of you who bought the first printings of the thing that I thought was dumb, so I didn't.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
At least you were heavy on Batman Who Laughs, right?
Maybe
never mind.
one.
Never mind.
Maybe one.
Yeah.
Not enough to make any real money.
I really like the cover B for Detective Comics 973 by Raphael Albuquerque.
Yeah, it's really
shadowed in red, old school.
It's retro. I dig it. It's very nice.
Doomsday Clock number 3.
Yay.
I mean,
Yay.
they
Yay.
might as well just call it Watchmen 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, true.
I like it. I'm excited.
I hope I ordered Doomsday Clock. I can't remember if I did or not. I hope so.
Yeah. Flash number 39, celebrating 700 issues.
What is it?
The cover
Flash 700?
The cover B for Flash 39, The Perfect Storm Part 1, in the 700th tale of the Flash.
Oh, why didn't they do something special?
They did that for Wonder Woman and a bunch of others too, where the cover B's just had that big number on them.
Ah, so it's like the anti-legacy.
Yeah, exactly. It's a secret.
That's a way to go, I guess, but I don't know if I like it.
Yeah.
I guess they're saying that their legacy numbers only come out for really, really big numbers. I guess.
Just for that 1K.
Must be.
The final Nightwing New Order number 6.
I hope that ends well.
Boy of Wonder. It all ends here as Lex Luthor feverishly attempts to repower Superman. The Crusaders are closing in on the Resistance, aiming to shut them down for good. Meanwhile, Nightwing makes a deal with the devil in an attempt to save his son's life, and it may cost him everything.
This just in, Jenny Frison does a really good Wonder Woman cover B. And Jim Lee's sketch cover C of Wildstorm is interesting. And I believe I missed this. And this would have been one I would like to have had.
Yeah, that one's pretty rad. Teen Titans 12 second printing is the second printing of your first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. If you missed it, it's worth snagging up this second print, because even with a first print and a second print, there's still not a lot of them out there. This character seems to have caught fire. Get it.
And it will be hot through Metal's End and maybe beyond, we think.
I think it's just such a cool looking character that there will be something done post Metal with it.
Okay.
And then how it does from that will dictate the future.
Gotcha.
Teen
All I had.
Titans 16. Nothing. All right. Let's head on down to IDW.
The only thing that I noticed was the Time and Vine trade paperback for Tom Zoller's book, and it's $24.99, so it's a little pricey, but hopefully you can get a discount on it. And pre-ordered it because it was a really great story.
Very cool. DuckTales, woohoo. Other than that, I got nothing. Let's head on down to Image.
Oh, we have Dissonance number 1, written by Singi and Guru
I'm glad you took that for me.
and Ryan Cady, with art by Sammy Basri and a cover by Varsam Kurnia. In an alternate world where Earth is populated with powerful human spirit hybrids called Phantasmen, Folky and Roiza Herviet, two siblings with opposing worldviews, are challenged to prove their worth and take up their parents' positions in a devious group who secretly run the world. Might be okay. Probably not.
I like a lot about it stylistically, but from the solicit, it sounds like it's trying too hard.
Yeah, sounds pretty bad. Another beautiful issue of Maestros. If you're not reading this, at least flip through, look at the pictures. It's pretty.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, this is your Steve Scroats.
Yep, it's pretty awesome.
Very cool.
It's been a great series so far. I believe this is the final issue of Postal. Issue 25. Pour a little bit out for it. Brian Hill, Isaac Goodhart, and of course Matt Hotkins, who helped start it all. The war for Eden is over, but Laura faces the most important choice of her life: what to do with her son Mark's future. And since there is a Postal Mark one-shot number 1, pretty sure he's okay.
Yeah.
And so those are coming up later as
Unless
epilogues.
those are origins.
Well, I think they're epilogues. Yeah. And one of them is of Mark, and the other is Think Her. Maybe she might make it too. But everybody else, well, bets are off. Yeah, this is a oversized final issue, so it's $5.99. Yeah. But you got to see how everything ends.
Southern Bastards 19, Gut Check Part 5, A Moment of Truth for Roberta Trubbs, A Moment of Reckoning for Coach Boss, and a sweet cover B by Zdarsky.
It'll probably have something in there about, well, we're taking a break. Oh,
come on now.
There was nothing in January solicit. They're not in that one. Yeah. So put out an issue, take 3 months off. Put out an issue, take 3 months off. Come on. It's killing me.
That or this is the end of the series.
Well, 19 is?
Yeah, it's just surprise. We're done.
We can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
The Chris Anka XXX, did you already mention that?
No.
Sex Criminals 21, XXX Chris Anka variant. 5-finger discount part 1. I don't know how Zdarsky has time for this book with all the other books that he's juggling.
Yeah.
Fraction got nothing but time. I don't know what else he's doing, but Zdarsky's just he seems to be just spread thin.
Yeah, he's doing cover Bs on Southern Bastards. He's writing 3 books for Marvel.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, might be 3.
Crazy. Anything else in Image? Black Cloud and Black Magic and Black Science, the trifecta of black books for Image, also coming out this week.
Nope, that's it for me.
Oh, let's see what Marvel's got cooking for us.
We got a new story arc in Amazing Spider-Man called Threat Level Red, Part 1. This could be the swan song. That would, if that's a 6-issue story, that's going to end at 800.
There you go.
So that could do it. Let's see. We've got Avengers, the weekly one.
They're going to give Slott through $7.99, and they're going to give the new guy 800.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't think they're going to give Slott 800?
Nope.
Okay.
The more I look at it, the more they're going to kind of relaunch with the new dude at 800.
Have you heard who it is?
Nope.
Okay. Well, they can't keep that secret very much longer. Inhumans, Judgment Day, Al Ewing written, Mike Del Mundo, and Jay Lee cover.
That's a nice cover.
Nice cover.
See, I would consider that. Are you looking at that Judgment Day cover?
The wraparound?
Yeah, that's going to be a wraparound. So your seam's going to be right there in the middle, and it's almost a virgin because, like, the front cover won't have anything on it.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Let's see. We have Legion number 1, written by Peter Milligan with art by Wilfredo Torres. I do not like the looks of this character design.
Yeah, not in the least.
But I don't remember Wilfredo Torres doing Moon Knight art. So I'm gonna have to check into that and see which volume that is. Interesting. Second issue of Marvel 2-in-1 that nobody cares about, according to Kyle.
I'm just saying, the numbers would have been bigger had it been anybody that wasn't a Fantastic Four member.
So Chip Zdarsky and Jim Chung, good combo. Fun. That first issue was fun. So hopefully it continues. Are you excited about Infinity War Prelude? Are you excited about that movie? So
I'm excited about the movie. We got, 18 weeks left or something like that?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but who's counting?
You?
Oh, yeah. I'm.
I didn't even like the last one.
But it didn't have Thanos.
That's true. That's true. Thanos does look cool.
Speaking of Thanos.
Go ahead.
Thanos number 15. Thanos, what was it, 14? Was a big moving book.
13. Is that the first appearance of the Cosmic Ghost Rider?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I was late to the party. But I loved it. It was a great read.
Mm-hmm. So we're continuing there with Donny Cates writing Jeff Shaw on art.
X-Men Blue, which is ending. X-Men Gold, which is ending. I'm not sure what they're replacing it with. It'd be nice if it went back to Uncanny, or at least just X-Men, something.
How do you feel about variants for an annual?
I don't know that I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's Venomized, so that's like that's a holdover from a long time ago, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of
the Venomized variants were a while ago.
Mid 2017s.
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah. All right, that's enough for me from Marvel.
Yeah, sorry.
Unless you have something.
No, I'm just looking at a couple other things there. Let's head on down. Let's look at our back half of our publishers. Our smaller things are Onis, our Black Masks, our Dynamites, our Lion Forges.
And our Boom.
And our Boom.
And I went heavy on Abbott #1, written by Saladin Ahmed, who's doing Black Bolt.
Oh, nice.
With art by Sammy Cavella and a cover by Taj Tenfold. This presents one woman's search for the truth that destroyed her family. Hard-nosed, chain-smoking tabloid reporter Elena Abbott investigates a series of grisly crimes that the police have ignored. Crimes she knows to be the work of dark occult forces. Forces that took her husband from her. Forces she has sworn to destroy. I'm excited about this.
Heck yeah. I'm excited for Backways #2. Of course, written by my boy Justin Jordan. Eleonora Carlini on art. Coyote Bones leads and deep into the backways in search for Sylvia. Unfortunately, Coyote neglected to mention her varied and numerous enemies, or the forces moving to stop Anna in her quest.
Jughead the Hunger, which began as a one-shot, is now an ongoing, and its third issue is out.
Very cool.
Mega Man Master Mix #1.
I love Mega Man.
Have you ever read a Mega Man comic?
No.
I haven't
because
either.
They're Udon Entertainment Incorporated. They're getting ready to be reset, though. Or actually, this might be them being reset. I can't remember.
Could be. That's a new volume because Mega Man's been around for a while, right?
Yeah, it's a high number. Yeah, it's an 80-page book for $8.
Ooh. American Mythology is putting out Meteor Swarm #1, written by Patrick Shand with art by Rich Bonk. And it looks okay. It's about NASA warning of the potentially devastating consequences of a meteor storm closing in on the planet. It's the horrors that hide inside the falling debris that present the real danger. So, like space hornets.
Yeah. That's all I got.
That's everything you got?
Yep.
Everything you got?
I'm tapped out, sir.
You're not excited about Northgard Season 2 with Captain Canuck?
Well, if I wasn't excited about Season 1, I'm not going to jump on Season 2.
Yeah, I think I think you're right. I don't see anything else really jumping out.
Not too shabby for a 5-release week. We've got some pretty good weeks here.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Abbott, obviously.
Well, I haven't really asked you yet, Drew, but here's the point of the podcast where I ask you what your book of the week is. What is the books you go back? Make sure you go to your LCS. Drop in those bags, those boards, tape up very nicely, very slick. Press it if you got to, and then hold on that book because it's going to be worth some money. Drew, what do you got for me?
I don't know. I guess I'm going to go with Abbott. There's tons to choose from, but Abbott will be the one that I'm picking.
There you go. And
from Boom.
I told you before about Teen Titans 12, second printing, the second printing and reoccurrence of our boy, the Batman Who Laughs. If you missed out the first time, don't miss out the second time.
Good call. Good call.
All right, if there's anything else we missed this week, anything we should go back and snag up, or anything else to avoid maybe, feel free to drop us a line. Comics for Fun and Profit on Facebook. We also have Comics Fun Profit on the Twitters. Gmail account, all this stuff can be found at comicsfunprofit.com. We once again appreciate you for tagging along with us. For Drew and for myself, see ya!